Hello there, welcome to today's Daily Dominion. We have another Renaissance heavy board. We have Nocturne paired with it, so two of our modern sets. Think about what we're gonna do here. If we can get enough of the get enough of the ghost towns, we'll play some inventor stuff, which shouldn't be a problem. There's draw with Seer, which also has some synergies with Inventor. Seer draws a card between 2 and 4, so Inventor, after you play Inventor, cards cost 1 less, so that would make your estates not drawn by Seer, but it would make Seers drawn by Seer, which is pretty big. And other 5 and potentially more expensive cards, depending on where you get to. I probably shouldn't. Mostly the 5s is what matter. We're gonna open Lackey's Vampire here to try and get some trashing started. And gaining. We'll be looking to buy both the projects at some point, and then just Inventor, Seers, and Ghost Towns really. Wouldn't be like totally crazy to pick up a Tormentor or a Sacred Grove at some point, but not something we're like super worried about. I wouldn't say. Oh, and we have, I didn't even know. There's Secret Cave, so we also have the Magic Lamp. Which actually is a slight push against going for Vampire as a buy. Vampire doesn't help you activate the Magic Lamp at all, really. I mean, down the line it can in some sense. That's almost an indicator to go for the Seer or like Tormentor off rip. This Tormentor gets us an Imp, and then yeah, maybe we do that and go for the Vampire on a Wishes. I'm actually inclined to say that that's a little better. There's kind of a cute thing here. We can play the Tormentor first because we have Villagers, and then play the Lackeys. We only get to 5. 6 would have been okay. We do need to buy Sinister Plot at some point, but it's kind of hard to take it over a 5. And I guess we have 4 in this next hand. So I think we'll just take the Seer here and then buy Plot. There are some reveals here that get us an activation, but we didn't quite get there. This is kind of tough. I'm a little bit tempted to try and activate here, which means we draw cards. If we miss it, it could have been quite bad. Which we do actually miss it, so maybe it was not worth here going for that. I'll take a Ghost Town. Again, we have like not a terrible chance of doing it. They're just saving their plot tokens, which is not unreasonable, but alright. We need to try and find the Tormentor, so we want to play the Seer first so that if we do see it, because we weren't going to draw it with Seer. So like if it's in this bottom 2, we're not really getting it anyway. So playing Lackeys first doesn't help, but if it's down in here, well, maybe my logic is a little flawed. Maybe it's just like the same either way. But anyway, we get the activation here, which is a big deal. And then tempted to use most of the buys just on Ghost Town. At least for now, just to get the tiny expedition effect. This is fine. They've blown their plot at some point, but they didn't activate wishes, and now they're buying provinces, so this looks quite good for us. I think what I'm going to do here is gain an inventor. We may not actually go for vampire at this point, but gain a seer, and then I'm going to invent. This should either be lackeys or ghost town, I think. Guess I'll do ghost town and then play the seer. So that let us draw the tormentor, though it and the ghost town. Though it stopped us from drawing the lackeys in this particular instance. So that was the inventor seer interaction there. And I guess whether you decide to do it or not depends a little bit on the balance of the card costs in your deck. If you have a lot of lackeys, then you may not be super interested in it. But if you have a lot of seers, then you're definitely interested in it. I'm starting to think that it's like getting pretty late for a bat, but maybe not. We'll try one. It's only going to probably trash like twice at most, which would be decent, but I'm not even sure if it'll actually trash twice, to be honest. This kind of feels like a good spot to draw and then save the rest for a really much bigger turn later on. And maybe I should just be thinking about that more than anything else, just thinking about what the big sinister plot turn looks like. Can certainly believe that. Okay, I'm gonna draw actually though. Like this is here where a spot where it would have been nice to have had the what did I top deck? I think I did that in the wrong order. I'm not sure it'll matter here, but there's some nice like war interactions here. If we hit war with Tormentor ever, there's some pretty nice things. So at some point we need to really load up on the ghost towns, I guess. We can also just kind of contest provinces if we want, but we're not going to do that. We never do that, you know that. We're not going to go that route. Like Seer Ghost Town feels pretty good. At some point you just probably gain lackeys though. They're sort of coming for my ghost towns, which I don't particularly appreciate. Another thing you can do is we also have a bunch of the estates down here. So this I was gonna say there may be a turn where we pay for the or a play where we pay for the cost reduction a little bit. Actually, two. We just had more of the fives in hand here, so we actually got beaten up a little bit by this. That's okay. Envious is nice to hit here. I'm not sure, like I've said, I'm not sure we actually are going to have enough actions to really make this work the way we want necessarily. There we got a nice seer trick. But there's a question of, I think there is a question of like gaining stuff and then waiting one more time. So like this turn is probably just a building turn, and then the next turn we look, I should say like two more building turns. Like don't play any ghost towns this turn, which feels terrible. Maybe just one. I gotta think. Maybe, I mean, it's also possible we just have enough actions here to do. Well, we're not gonna empty it. We're not gonna get 6 provinces. Hmm. How many inventors do I have? Actually, leaving imp on top is okay. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inventors. How do we do on villages if we just play? Can we just do it next turn? Or enough of it anyway? Like if we get 3 lackeys and 2 inventors now. We don't quite have the... We also don't have to play the Tormentor. Do we think we're going to be able to do provinces? That I'm not so sure on. Well, they lowered, so we'd be able to 3-pile even if we can't. Even if we can't quite pile out. So the question now is like, what's the so how many lackeys do we have versus how many, see, like there it just didn't actually matter. We don't actually have that many sears. So it's a little bit. Right now we're at 11. Where am I? How do I? I absolutely hate these things. I hate when you close and then I don't know. I think it's really bad. But what do I know? Okay. So we have 7 gains. So we can just. I don't think we can actually manage the provinces, but we can obviously just three pile. Feels like you can do a better job balancing that plus actions there. I really just wanted to get all the provinces. Obviously, that's not your only win condition in this game by a long shot. It's not that unlikely even to be in a place where you want duchies. Some of the... If I played again, I might go back to try the vampire earlier. But I do think with the magic lamp, there is quite an appeal to getting tormentor plus imp, because you know you're going to get the imp. So I didn't hate how I played it, but the trashing did come online pretty late. We could have taken a vampire earlier a number of times. Just chose not to. So ultimately, we didn't really do anything. Like the second trash was just on our last turn, so it didn't mean anything. We removed two estates, which was okay, but not a huge impact. We got two. I know we only got 2 vampire gains. Is that right? So not looking like the most exciting purchase ever, but this is kind of nice. We had a lot of strong Renaissance cards, but not actually the ones from yesterday. So we got to see another section of the set, which is cool. We didn't have any overlap, and of course these night cards or the nocturne cards did some good work as well. All right, well, that's this game. Again, a nice engine that maintains I mean, I guess it kind of looked like they could 3-pile, but not really. So, thanks for watching. Catch you tomorrow. Wait. We're up to 11 again, so hopefully keep it going.